Good morning, Brown Chicken. Oh, look who's here. Dave. D&D. How to deal with trolls. Yes, we could use some of that hot flask oil. I love it. Oh, Wanderlust. Hump a day. It is hump a day. Killer Connie, how you doing, man? Good morning. Don't forget to, smash that thumb with a 22-ounce framing hammer. You have an AC installation today? I know what that's about. Wow. And even more so important in, where is he? Albuquerque, Carney? You don't want to be out of AC down there.
Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah.
Fire. Yes, so I got taught about D&D rules, official rules in Dungeons and Dragons, how to deal with trolls, because if you kill a troll, they just regenerate. Such is the all-powerful troll. You know, you hack their head off, two heads come up. You know, you hack their arms off. You know, more things, they just can regenerate. But if the lowly cleric who carries the flask of hot oil and is accompanied by a fire-breathing dragon or a wizard, he puts the hot oil on the troll, and the wizard then, you know, breathes fire onto the troll. He ignites, and then he's dead.
That ends it. That ends the regeneration, huh?
That ends it.
The oil sticks to him. It's like
you just can't.
He can't come back from that.
He can't come back from that. So
Dude.
That's how we deal with trolls on Dave's channel.
There's a lot of terrifying ways to go, man. But every time I see people do that tar and feather bit, you know, and things like that, you go, oh, how can another human being even do that to another person?
Could you imagine watching someone getting stoned to death?
No.
Oh.
I do every morning. I do every morning when you take your medical treatment.
Look, it could be a lot worse, you know. Imagine you being,
hey, Polga.
That's awesome.
Opiates,
Charlene,
and, oxycodones, and you know, things like that. So I mean, a harmless bit of weed, crikey, you know, compared to what the alternative is to manage your pain.
Charlene.
So
I was on to something when I was 16. I said I was on to something when I was 16.
Yeah. We have echocannabinoid systems within us, and everyone has it.
We have Australia in here.
Yes, hi, all from Australia. That's Tony, the Honda 4-rider. He's a bit of a vintage man. And Charlene is cool.
Yeah, I saw her live last night, and it wasn't vertical for a change. It was like horizontal, and it was showing looked like an AI guitar person playing in it, like a close-up too. So it was just like guitar in hands. It was pretty neat. So just saying, saw you, Charlene.
You've been
good to see you. She helped me a lot in the beginning.
Hi, Charlene.
You to hear, but can't be on camera. Voice on this machine, not a problem. But I did get you in the email. We did get a converse back and forth on the email, which is awesome. Hope you're feeling better and good as always, and might come on and visit us one day on up here. So that would be great.
He's certainly got the envious hair, and here's Mr. Gregory, the envious hair.
Hey, Ray.
Hey.
I started to watch the Hump Day. Yeah, the Wednesday vid, and of course it was real early and I was not ready to wake up, but I got in the first bit of it, and of course, you know, I rewatch and comment, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You were a little down on that one a little bit, and I guess just you'd been sick, not feeling. I don't know what it was, but
Oh, just, you know.
high energy wasn't as prevalent. I'm not criticizing
Well, you know,
at all.
with every,
Just saying.
with every glazed donut comes down. It comes a downer.
Yeah.
They're good going in.
I know.
But,
It's key fob. Yeah. I found
Greg,
too.
you read. What'd I do?
well, lots of things.
Oh, Mr.
Actually,
Greg. Probably.
lots of content. You've been making lots of content, Mr. Fobb, and it's
So
been
did-
very
yeah.
interesting to watch.
All right.
So keep making all those fantastic 5 minutes of videos.
Like I said, you know, I said the other day, you know, Mondays and Tuesdays is iffy, but Wednesdays is definitely.
With tramadol, I'm good. Oh yeah, you are good. You know, back in my younger days, you were required to share those meds.
Tramadol's.
I remember the first time I got some painkillers in my whole life. I'd never had one before, and I'd stubbed my toe when I was over in Hawaii, and it gave me a bad infection, and they had to remove the toenail. So they gave me, so they give me these Percodans, before they call them something else, and you could sell them for $5. I guess that was a street thing when people got the pharmaceuticals or whatever. But anyway, I had them free from the army, and I was like celebrating. I was up on my foot and walking around. I was like, it was like a miracle. Like Jesus had touched me. I can walk. You know. Yeah, and I'm like, I was going over the guy that was helping teaching me how to tattoo, right? I was like, here, man, you know, I got, you know, it's like, oh, wow, it was party time. I'm just reminiscing back on the crazy days. Yeah.
And look, how do you know what's level-headed and what's crazy if you don't live it? You know, so lucky that you've lived that life.
Thank you, Carney.
I had a friend pop a Quaalude and drank a fifth.
Yeah.
That's it.
So everything.
He couldn't jump up in there to hit the ground.
Jump the air and hit the ground.
And everything, my whole younger life was everything. It was about, you know, partying or getting a buzz or doing something fun and funny. I wanted to play all the time. And, you know, alcohol and whatever else seemed like a good venue for that. So
well, it was
I accessed and topped off, and now I'm like, you know, no more.
Mm-hmm.
No,
it makes sense that we want to, you know, buffer out everything that's not right about our lives.
Now I got an R1, right, to give you that high, and you're like, oh, wow.
You're a D&D player. There
Motorcycles
you go.
make you feel good, right? Motorcycles make you feel good. They usually do.
Sometimes.
Haha, nothing else works in the tram, just takes off the edge, but that's about it. Better. Well, yeah, that's when you know it's bad.
It make you feel good, except for about 12 hours later.
It's a great story.
There are some great stories.
Yeah. Like sick getting stoned to death in the morning. It happens. I mean, it happens.
Every once in a while or every day. But, you know, I'll get stoned to death.
Ye without weed, cast the first stone.
Yeah, that's it.
So they have this thing here in Australia where they have a competition called the bomb throwing competition.
Yeah.
And basically, you throw the bomb, and the person who can throw the bomb the furthest wins, you know, the ounce of
Mr. B.
Hey, Mr. B.
What the long?
We don't see you. Well, we kind of see you.
My brain multitask a little bit. In Australia, throws what the longest?
Don't worry, it's irrelevant.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all good.
I'll be thinking about it all day, but
So he's got a collection. you've got a collection of fine beards on your channel. I must say,
Oh,
I mean,
oh,
this is
Marlon,
pathetic. Scraggly old thing.
that's a top notcher. There's one there. Yeah. I can't believe some of the younger pictures I found for you when I went through your Facebook and seeing Keyfob with a beard about this long. I was like, that's terrible. For me, it would be grand. That'd be like the granddaddy. But when you see Keyfob, you go, what's that? Now he's got one, a 1.5 long.
That was a learner's goatee.
A learner's, yeah. Well, you got to begin somewhere, It just. So when a lot are going to get a ride put together somewhere in the mid USA and even pay for our non-USA friends to get passports and grab a bike stateside and hang out. Dave, there's hope. There's hope for you. We may ride one day.
I was just going to say, Derek, such a holy man is our Derek. Wonderful, holy. He's like a
dude.
He's like a.
I would love. Yeah. I know. I'm with you, Derek.
Mind you, the money for America
definitely
that I had earmarked for the travel into America has now gone into a tiny home. I'm going to buy a tiny home. Got to get some land for it, but I think basically flat pack and you put it up. It's a tiny little shack, but
plan would you need to be content? And if you're in a tiny home, would you be like trying to be self-sufficient as well? Animals or food and all that stuff. What? Yeah.
And a big ass shed.
They need like 80 acres. Something.
Look, a quarter of an acre is enough. Really, if you can't. Yeah, if you can't grow a garden and manage some
what if
animals,
you're trying to deer hunt or something?
Yeah, you're not going to do that on a quarter acre.
No.
But you can
use your neighbors.
You can pen a little area off. But if anything, I'd have a goat for meat.
Oops, sorry, sick. Did you do that too?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
A goat, mate.
Giving you some watch hours at Keyfob.
Well, it's good to see you too, Mr.
Oh,
B.
playing the playlist?
Mr.
Is that what you're trying to do too? I enjoy human element and sharing things with other humans. I also started a tiny house, got the frame, suspension built. Oh, you're putting this stuff in action. And then your back went kaput. Yeah. So y'all recognize any of that background I got on? I was hoping it was not hurting or offending to any, but it shouldn't be at all. But this is 9/11, and that glare at the very top, that was just a glare on my screen when I took a picture of a YouTube, because I remember seeing this picture a long time ago, and they talked about the satanic demon faces coming out. Look at that. You see that demon face there at the bottom? They're mirrored images. So, but do you see? I see a couple of them really, like.
Really,
coming out.
Now that you say it,
yeah.
This.
I was able to capture it myself as well, like the image by watching a video and slowing it down and stopping it and then taking a photograph of it.
The saddest thing about the 9/11 explosion, from my perspective as an Australian, is those Hispanic workers, all the poor cleaners, all the people who don't make an impact in the financial market. Yeah. They were the ones that died.
Yeah, they were all there, probably, yeah.
They were, because it was in the morning, and, the big bankers with their, six-figured cars, they don't come in. They will, It was poor people that died, poor average American, and it's shaped your country forever, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. It opened a lot of new thought processes for me. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that there's conspiracies abound about why it happened, but I think what the news really reported was a terrorist attack makes a lot of sense. You know, at that time, the Middle East was just so angry with privilege. We had privilege. Australia is the same. We had some kooky Fruit Loop nut hold up a cafe and start shooting people.
Yeah.
So it was a bit of a copycat, really. But so I actually thought that image was of a space shuttle launch.
Oh, it does look that way a little, don't it?
I couldn't tell what it was with the
A mirrored.
yeah. Well, no,
Yeah.
with us up there, I thought it was.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah, it's
Walls.
mirrored right in the center there. That's the same building. If it was just one-sided, you might look a little different, but yeah. And
Now you
those
said it.
bright lights at the top that look like beaming headlights, those are deceiving because that's just a flash or something that glared when I took the picture.
But you're so right about those demonic heads.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I
They
can
showed
see
about
them
that.
everywhere. So all the skulls that you can
Mhm.
see. And look,
I
and
was
it's not angels, or it's not a uplifting.
no, I was going to take the picture and get an Adobe Photoshop and kind of do a side by side and kind of accentuate darken in a little bit, like where you see eye sockets and face and
You
kind of
don't
like
need-
the vision
don't
that
need-
it shows me and accentuate it. And you can probably find
you
about
don't
three.
need to. I found
No,
I can
you
see
don't.
right now. 1, 2, 3. There's a skull with a guy with a big beard.
Yeah.
On the very
In the
left, and the very
yeah.
right.
Oh, yeah.
Then you've
That's
got a demon with horns
Mm-hmm.
to the other side. Then you've got all these, like the top of the flame,
Yeah.
all the
It's hell.
fireballs, all these. Yeah,
Definitely hell. Definitely
it is.
hell.
But anyway, so that's
No.
my take on it was that these terrorists who were trying to hit at the financial part of America only hit the poor Hispanic poor workers who are on what $1.75 an hour.
Yeah.
It was just awful what happened to those poor people.
Demolition charge. Yeah, that's what it sounds like too. I know there's a lot of fishy stuff in the whole thing that could be extra fishy. Like, yeah. Ray, you doing okay? Look a little red. A little red.
Tired,
buddy?
man.
Wind blowing.
Tired. Rode almost 400 miles.
You don't wear a half face. You don't wear a full face helmet, do you?
Sometimes.
Wear a
When I'm
Weird.
blogging, I do. When I'm
Yeah,
not
okay.
blogging, I don't.
Yeah, you look red, Mr. Gregory.
Yeah,
It looks like he's been riding.
yeah.
Love it.
Does anybody have any opinions on roll bags versus saddle bags, Mr. Australia up here? I know you probably do.
I don't have saddlebags. I have cases because
Yeah.
But the roll bag we call in Australia a swag, SWAG, swag.
Yeah.
I know swag means something different in America. You got that swagger going on, but the bedroll is definitely a staple of the Australian biker. I wish there was a picture now I could just bring up of a pack of us. We talked about a pack of bikes the other day, and a pack of bikes all with these bedrolls.
muted you.
If we're going out on an overnight run, you'll see the swags on the back of the bikes. Big sort of khaki green bedrolls
Yeah.
with our mattress in there and our blankets and God knows what other contraband is sort of stuffed down the bottom. Usually mine's just got all sort of socks and stinky old jocks, and it's certainly not inviting for the fairer sex to come.
Yeah.
It's I've got to clean I've got to clean house occasionally. Yeah.
Yeah.
clean house.
Milk crate works better than anything, probably, huh? That looks cool too. Sorry, you can unmute yourself. I didn't know if the dog was still barking or not. So
Oh, they're
only you
on.
know that. When you hear him, you can just mute.
Yeah, look, Robert, it was a terrible thing. There's a lot of confusion about what happened. We don't really know. You know, we'll never know unless we're a Rothschild. If we were a Rothschild, then we know. So, but we're not Rothschilds. We're just ordinary, common human beings who just happen to share motorcycling and tattooing. You know, I used to get into tattooing when I was 18, and then I found out how expensive it was. And quickly got rid of that habit.
So is the actual bag a big Santa Claus bag, let's just say, and everything's inside of it? Or are you talking about some things are rolled up, some things are kind of patched in? Because
Look, I'll tell you what.
Downfalls of that is like, right? What was his name? The giant guy. What I forgot what his name is.
Andre the Giant or
No.
Andre the Giant?
Motorcycle Channel. Moto Giant.
Yeah,
And
okay,
he had crap on the back of his thing. Okay, so and I'm saying it that way because I'm like angry about it.
Mm.
And you don't strap it down well, or you did a lame job, or you did a good job and shit happened, right? And it falls off and it goes into your chain while you're doing 80 miles an hour on an adventure bike, and you lose your leg because of, I don't know, man. That was just like, that's something you could avoid by not doing that. I saw a guy want to do all that and be cool, you know, and put the stuff like what you do, Dave, you know, and I know you don't be cool, but you know, I know this guy, you know, this different thing, right? And why and gonna do this first time and go, I'm like, dude, I said, you make sure you got that stuff strapped on extra good, or you could die, you know.
I've made that mistake.
Yeah.
Especially when it gets really, really hot. And then you just find you're stripping off jumpers and stuff like that,
Throwing
and
it
you
back
just
quick.
and you just stick it in a rope. Anyway, one got down and into the chain and wrapped around the seal of the hub.
Yeah.
And it had to be fixed. So I was out in the outback, no parts, no shops. It had to come in by freight, extra time waiting. Look, I didn't lose my foot, but it taught me about when I pack my bike, I have a certain way of doing it.
Yeah.
And I've got a certain way I pack up my bedroll, and it all zips up in a big bag, so it can prevent anything loose from coming.
And there's no other way you could travel with the stuff you did, even if you had hard bags and stuff to put stuff in. It limits you to what you can really bring. What you do is have a really oversized amount of stuff.
It's light. It's big and bulky, but it is actually light. It's canvas and a fine mattress. Big. Oh yeah, okay. So it's the roll on the front of the bike, I think.
Fork bag, yeah, on the front forks. Got it.
Most people use that for tools, I think.
Yeah, tool roll.
Or putting their contraband in.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, and they look terrible after a while. They get saggy and yucky. Now the hard ones are pretty good. Like from Viking Bag, they do a supported leather, but it's not really like a hard fiberglass shell or whatever. But very interesting. Oh, Bro Fob, I've got a milk crate on the back of my MTB that does 60 miles per hour. You're right. Love that shit. Well, when you don't have nothing in it, it's very aerodynamic, right?
Yeah.
The wind goes right through it.
Yeah.
What up, Ray? Anybody else got something to say?
No, I gotta wake up.
Yeah.
I have
took
been
me a-
seeing more and more of these bedrolls at things like the Forgotten Angels campouts.
Oh yeah.
They're not a tent; they're an actual canvas bedroll that, as a bit like an igloo, I suppose.
God,
And
tools
anyway,
back. Yeah.
yeah. So you can roll it down. I've got to basically put my knees, squish the mattress, so I can get into the bag. But
I guess there is one
Yeah, doggo.
good thing about YouTube. I mean, there's a ton of videos that you can explore on camping type accessories, what works, what hasn't, and things, ways you can figure out that'll be good to haul things on your bike or to travel.
Mm.
And you traveled what, like 2,000 miles or more? Like you went across the whole.
I'll be doing it again. I'll be doing it again
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah.
But I'll be not.
Don't wait till the dead of summer.
Yeah.
I'm not going to wait to the dead of summer.
You can watch this anywhere you're at work, in the bed. It don't matter.
This,
Alec, Alec is actually a former co-worker of mine before I retired.
cuteness, aggression.
He was actually, I was his supervisor. So when he's
Oh,
asking
okay.
that, he's asking me if he should be watching that at work or working.
Sterling Wheel, howdy. How are we
It's
doing
nice.
today?
It's nice to be retired, isn't it, K4?
It is. It is. It's fantastic. I get to wake up, have coffee, sit here
Wow.
with a puppy or two, and
Mm.
yeah, have a great
No,
day.
it's good.
Yeah, I know,
No,
right?
I knocked off at 50, but it's.
Never heard of that,
I
Rob.
don't think I could ever work again. It's just
Rattling.
not for me.
Great. Work bags is great for things. Yeah.
Orange,
Yeah, I got
orange.
one. I keep an external battery up there, so when I have a "Hey, look at me" camera, which is useless
Yeah,
with, a full face,
yeah.
with a full face on. I
Mm.
kind of quit doing that because I thought that's kind of stupid, and I always knew it was, but I did it anyway.
Mm.
That's just my own opinion. For those of you who
Hey.
may still do that, it's all good. I'm just saying. But just changing views is cool. So, but it's a third camera.
It's
Two cameras.
it's really important, Sterling,
Yeah,
at the
man.
moment, for you to get sleep.
You don't go crazy.
Uninterrupted sleep.
You make it,
Man, it's glad to hear it. Glad to hear,
no doubt. Be
because the poor old mind
Where's
might be
Cosmo
going through some
Adams?
stresses.
sea bag. Yeah,
So did anybody watch my hump day video today?
I didn't make it through it very far, but yes, I did.
I was
I'll
watching.
try.
I came on to here.
It was way too early. That's why. It's
So
not-
what was the story about today?
Oh, yeah, you were talking about it.
What a,
Was
a
it ride the
pop quiz.
bicycle to Atlanta?
Yes,
I don't remember.
bicycle ride to Atlanta. That's what it was
All right.
about.
That I don't
Thank you.
remember.
Thank you.
I
I need to
remember-
write this down or I'll forget.
I needed a hint.
Yeah, that was a stupid day.
Yeah, that was not a good idea, Mr. Gregory.
I should be watching this.
Those are
At work.
25 big miles, dude.
Are you doing a lake?
Yeah, getting there was the problem. Getting home, I mean, by the time we got there, we was just so freaking tired.
Oh, yeah.
On a push bike.
Yeah.
How young were you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
young.
His mom and my mama was at work. We didn't have nobody else to call. So
No.
anyway,
I don't think you would have wanted to call anybody, to be honest, because you would have gotten a ration of shit.
you know that's right.
So you're a little over halfway in your journey, Sterling, huh? That's a 3-dayer probably. Going from one side of the United States to the other.
Well, change is as good as a holiday.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sterling, they're big things, big commitments that you're undertaking.
Sometimes 2 or 3 of them, Derek, huh? Yeah. Yeah. The what are they called? Gremlin bells again?
Yeah,
Yeah, grandma bells. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had one on the chopper. I don't
Yeah.
have one on the Road King because no one's gifted me one, but I don't want one.
No. Okay. Well, there you
So
go.
I won't put my own on. That's not how it works. You've got
Yeah.
to be gifted.
You can gift
If-
yourself. That's love. Don't put it on that old. I'm just making all this stuff up off the cuff, trying to think of a way why you should do it for yourself. Because
I feel you, man.
yeah,
Hello, Brainy Chameleon.
people
There you
make
go.
superstitions out of things. Eric,
Hey,
Angel Wing. Oh, hey,
Hey, how are
good
you?
morning. Look, you got the
Hey,
little.
Brian.
to be sober.
You got the.
Yeah, we're sober.
Morning to sunshine.
She just got back from her AA meeting this morning.
You got the photo bomb.
How's the bike ride going for her?
And
She's gonna
Yeah.
start learning how to ride the broken wing soon.
superstition,
good.
exactly.
Yeah.
Superstition.
By the bell. I'm glad someone is, though. Yeah. I don't know if I had bells on my first motorcycles when I had them. I don't even remember. I had Sportsters, and I got hit by a drunk driver too. So, but I've had bells ever since. I don't know.
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't know nothing about it till I got a Harley.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't you have one on the Honda 4?
Well, Sportsters are Harleys
Oh,
Well, there you go. That one got in.
from my late mother-in-law. I also have one from Fob. Yeah, the bringer of bells. Right? Is that what it's called? Or the gifter, bringer, or gifter? Does it say bringer? Bringer.
the gifter of bells.
Bringer.
Bringer.
Yeah, I know it's awful small.
Papa Booey.
Keep your comments to yourself.
Keep the comments to yourself.
Felt like I just set somebody up or myself. I have yet to stub
Oh, man.
to sub to everyone in here. I need to fix that. You sure can, especially if you enjoy the content. You know, that's what they say.
I don't know about y'all, but the weather here gonna rain every day next week.
Yeah, I'll give you mopey face. Hey, sick
How's the water?
bastard. By
How's
the way,
water tank levels?
did you email Derek? Sick bastard.
Yes.
Okay.
How are the water tank levels, Mr. Gregory?
What's
Yeah,
You
that'd be
got,
exciting to know.
Outside
Georgia?
water tanks.
Somewhere over there. That's what I know, right, Derek? That's what we're talking about. Thanks for throwing up the names. Yeah, there's a couple there. I can keep going.
Yeah,
I can
welcome
keep
to
going.
Australia, Derek. You're
You
more
got-
than welcome to
You
check
got
out
comments?
what Australia is.
Did I see Bull Moto in here?
Yes, you did.
see
What's up, Bull Moto?
I'm gonna put Sterling's out there.
And Sterling. How are you, Sterling?
And I'll get Bull Motos too, now that you remind me. Oh, fantastic channels. All people that always come. I'm going to always say they're fantastic because they come here. That makes you fantastic to me. I appreciate you. I try to go
I
back,
saw the
see
I
people
saw
as well.
the VW on the back of the trailer,
Thank you, down
along with
here.
the Yamaha FJ 1300. So yeah, old Sterling Wheel. We should be calling him Sterling Clampett. Off to Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Sterling Clampett. Yeah, with all these
There it
possessions.
is.
God bless him.
AKA Bull.
Mr. Gregory's
Yeah.
wearing the shirt. Nice, Mr. Gregory.
Yeah, I was going to mention that.
Yeah, I had this old hippie
Oh,
boy
yeah.
get the
Keeping it
thing.
weird.
We're everywhere.
All right.
Actually, I've got a Freak Brothers shirt on too.
These dogs are going crazy. With the whole pack, the whole herd.
Nice.
Is your one that the runt feeling any better?
No, it's because
No.
Mum's home.
Is there
Mum needs
hope?
food.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be right?
It's going to take time.
Mum's returned home, and that means food for the dogs.
Yeah. Well, I got to ride yesterday. That small percentage we talked about. And then by the time I got home and I went out, we had graduation from elementary to middle school for my younger grandbaby, and it just when I left the restaurant, it just dumped out, and yeah. And then I rode about 2 miles, and like you just ride right out of the edge of it. It's that time of year, you know.
Yeah, we got to get Greensville, South Carolina yesterday, and
Humid, yeah.
Sandy, north by southeast wife, her and James and Dean, they're going to head back. And we had another girl wanted to go to the dealer. She ain't been over there and checked in, and
Who else we got? Sick bastard.
I was going to stay.
Oh, we got
I
that.
was going to spend the night, but I didn't, I didn't want to ride back by herself, even though she was comfortable with it. She rides a lot by herself, but I rode back with her.
Oh, Katie
And I
does
looked at
ride?
the radar. And I pulled over. She said, "What we pulling over for?" I said, "Look at this radar. We need to slow down, or we're gonna catch up with all this, man." I mean, it was terrible. Even the where we stopped, lightning, pow, pow, boom, boom. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah, for
But
as long as
we got a little sprinkle, and that was about it. After we got back to Commerce, Georgia, the sun done came back out.
Yeah.
I got home about 7:30, 8 o'clock last night.
Just throwing random links out, by the way.
380 miles.
man, speaking of Robert and the bass, I recorded a cracker bass
That's
and
Robert.
drums the other day. I was really happy about that. Really turned the bass right up and really he's getting out with the sort of inspired a little bit by Lemmy Kilminster.
Hey, Buck's mom, how are you?
Buck's mom, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Mama, it's Olga. What's up?
Yeah. Buck was doing some of the rescue mission, I think.
Yeah, I saw him in the
Yeah.
hotel.
Love Buck, man. You got a good kiddo there, if I can call it and say it in that way. I am talking to Buck's mom, so I can say it that way, right?
He's a good kiddo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I see is Keith Fob's comments. I don't see nobody else's.
That's because you want
Um,
comments. He loves when I do the comments.
who does?
Key fob.
Why?
Because he messes with me and makes a lot of messages.
Oh, starts becoming the typing warrior.
Typing warrior. And I just
In my defense, I did not do that this time.
Mhm.
No. Just look like it.
Yeah.
By accident.
It just looked like it.
I definitely look forward to commenting with Derek. Man,
Nice.
we are cut from the same branch, mate. Drums, piano, vocals, harmonica,
Yeah, I played drums since I was in like, I don't know, 7th grade.
I love my drums, man.
Yeah.
Especially when you start putting things like phases on the microphones when you're recording it into the desk, and you just get these mad sounds with the cymbals and brilliant stuff.
Zildjian.
Is that Zildjian?
Yeah,
Pasty?
those are the best, man.
Pasty?
They're up there pasty. Yep.
Yeah, pasty.
But I actually like Symbians.
Symbians.
Yeah, Symbian cymbals. They were.
I remember that. Yeah.
Those
cheaper.
pasties were very thin. I don't know.
Which ones?
Pasties.
Oh, yeah, but it's all about that crash. Crash.
What about that crash?
Got to get that crash.
Taylor, what's up?
I overslept.
That's
Yeah, it's
all
like me this morning.
Wow.
I had to scramble this morning. No sooner than I'd opened my eyes, I had to throw myself in the shower.
Yeah, you got a good one there, Mama Buck. He's a good kid.
The hell is
Yes, he has a heart of gold.
He
Yeah.
sure does.
It comes from the tree, they say.
Yeah, it
So
doesn't
right,
fall far
didn't
from-
fall too far,
Exactly. That's it.
unless you plant it on a hill.
Good.
Y'all, look, on my laptop, all I'm getting, I ain't getting nobody's comments but key fob, so I had to switch to my phone.
How
What's
odd.
going on?
Yeah, I know, really. Can you tell who's doing the comments by the level of focus on Six Face?
Oh well, I have to use my phone.
Reading that Sterling's mom is present. Yeah,
Yeah, Sterling's mom is present.
that's step. Yeah, extra mom. That's awesome. Yep, well, not extra, but you know what I mean.
What up?
I am a Mino fan these days. Had time with
Oh,
everyone else, and then some.
Yeah.
Sabian,
sounds-
Bilgin, Pasty, Soul Tone, and so many more.
He sounds like a drummer. You got the
Probably.
right wording for a drummer.
Yeah.
We'll be talking about double, was it pinstripe
Yeah.
skins and
Wait a minute, I just seen my
Let's
face.
see. On our computer, did you have all chat selected and not just top chat? That's a thought.
I don't know.
I'm going to put show comments on stage, see if that helps anything. That'll start generating them
Oh,
where you can read them, maybe.
people.
Sorry,
copy
live chat.
Jody
Yeah,
Weber with Hump Day.
it still should work. Whether you have it online or top, they show pretty much all of them. There's very few that switching over to live chat has helped me. I'm not smart enough to figure that out, but I don't find too much of a benefit by switching it. That's just my experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to look over here at my pop-out chat. There you go. You got all the little stickers I made, Sterling. That's cool. Yeah, he told me about that when I was a member of his channel, and you go on StreamYard and you use their stickers. When you become a member, you get stickers that you can use for the chats, whatever, and they come up as those little, yeah. Of all the money you pay for for this StreamYard, they can't show your member. But if you look on YouTube and regular viewing platform, right?
it'll show up. Yeah, it'll show up there.
So if you're wondering, yeah, what all those things are, it isn't Sterling getting fancy with spelling there. It's just those are the codes for.
Well, that's good to see the mutual love in the room.
Yeah,
it's a big love in here. No, look, Sterling, I get it, mate. You need a little bit more.
No doubt.
It needs a bit of a cuddle now and again, and treat yourself gently, mate.
Yeah,
you got a long drive still.
Another steak dinner along the way, something great.
Yeah,
awesome.
That's it.
Yeah,
a bit more radar love. Hands on the wheel, boy. Driving it, man. Down.
Another steak dinner. He says, "Well, put the PayPal link up there." And how deep is your love?
Yeah, $60 for a steak dinner.
Oh,
that's probably American.
I econoed yesterday when I went out. I went to a steakhouse. I got a half thing of ribs, a half rack.
Yeah.
It was freaking good. Yeah. What was it? Texas Roadhouse, and that a Willie Nelson inspired? It was in the day.
You think Willie Nelson would be a vegetarian, all that greenery, but
yeah.
That's just
got a 90%, diet of it. What did that say? Live chat makes it so you literally see everything. Yeah, like if moderators do something or something like that, I think. But I mean, you're gonna see the general chat, right? You have considered using Twitch and Streamlabs.
Oh, okay, really? $100 to $140 for a steak, Derek? Really?
Yeah, I have Twitch is for video gamers and kids. Yeah, I tried streaming to that for a while, and I got an account because one of my kids has an account there. I was going to watch them stream. I haven't found it too beneficial yet for myself because I don't understand it. But $60 for a steak dinner is probably a shitty one. I don't know. A good steak dinner evening in the Midwest, best economy. Wow. Yeah. Well, I must be a fancy,
Well,
gotta dress up type steakhouse,
I'm
huh?
on TV.
You see,
Well, there's certainly different cuts of
we have
meat,
the Moto Crew.
different
Stroke.
cuts of meat.
It's like stroke symptoms. Okay.
Well, I look fatter on TV than I think I actually do. I hope I don't actually look like that.
Just stop looking. Nobody
Yes.
wants to see them
Yeah,
stuff.
Nona Grace put a pretty good video out
Yeah.
8
You just-
hours ago.
That's
You're
what I-
just self-critical, Mr. Gregory. Don't worry about it.
That's where we stopped at that little
it's got
museum that wasn't open.
pictures. Does it really? Wow. Yeah, and it's a lot more. It's difficult for me to figure out how to use it. I got
Well,
enough
yeah.
stuff in my brain with the basics here. Phew.
My
Well,
doctor.
Mr.
my
Gregory just went all pixelated. It's even
Oh.
worse than being fat.
Looks good here on me. I haven't
You
seen
got
him
all-
pixelate.
He got all pixelated to me.
Did he? Yeah.
Yeah, it looked pretty weird actually.
There's Hardy Moonrider.
All
My doctor
digitized.
called. I went over my labs with my doctor.
I'll be right.
I just
All right.
Josh.
Mr. Gregory, check your sugar.
I did.
Good.
Yeah. London broils. What are they considered? London broils. I
That's
used to
where I
love
first stopped was.
those as a.
That's Nona Grace.
So a 8-ounce sirloin dinner with baked potato, country greens,
Somewhere.
and a drink is about $80 here.
I was earlier.
My goodness. They're proud of
I'm
it.
gonna have to keep stocking up that kangaroo. I think that's free over here.
I am.
Just
In
get
all
it off the
fairness,
side.
you're doing just
Not
great
fat.
here
Do
as
I? Am
well.
I really that fat?
I've been satisfied.
Are you asking us that question, Mr. Gregory?
Have
No, I'm asking Katie. Good thing y'all can't see. She's standing here with no clothes on.
You're dumb. Do you have to tell the whole world?
you- Of course, he's a YouTuber.
He's a YouTuber.
Yeah,
Of course.
yeah.
You know
Yeah.
that.
We need to know.
Your family, we love you too.
Yeah.
This is a one for all for one place.
That's
Okay.
it.
Nothing for Mr. Gregory now for a
So
month.
say that's just fine. I'll send you the next bill I have to pay then.
Doghouse for like the week.
You fend for yourself, mate. You know how to cook.
You know how to cook? Oh, Mr. Gregory, come on down.
Well, they're calling for rain every day next week.
Oh,
Just keep the bikes in the
I
shed. Eh?
saw you in Nona Grace's video, Mr. Gregory.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see that. I saw it posted, but I didn't get to watch it. I
Yeah.
didn't wake up to the last minute, and I got
She
here.
got us on our first stop. Then we stopped at this place and
Yeah.
I wouldn't say proudly,
we're
Derek.
halfway through it.
What'd you say, Dave?
Well, Derek's asked the question: Who rides in the rain proudly here? And I did put up my hand.
If I have
If I have to.
If I
Yeah,
have
if I have to.
like, it's not really like, yay, let's go ride in the rain.
Nah.
Yeah,
No, Rainy Rider might do that on purpose,
Rainy
you know.
Rider might do that, but hell,
Look,
I hate when
I
the water
rode-
gets into your room.
You're good.
I'd rather
In
wait.
the last week, I've rode in enough rain to do me for a little while.
Yeah, you were in the rain, Mr. Gregory. A lot of that was some pretty hard rain.
I'd be
Yeah.
going
Well, Sunday going to Alabama to meet up with Adam Sandoval. It
Yeah.
flooded on us.
Oh. Damn.
Yeah.
Did you
I
get
mean,
on the
that
big
was-
cameras, Ray? The big cameras, the big, huge ones that on the shoulder. Did you get on any of those
The-
yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, Channel 2 News was out there.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, with that kind of pricing, Derek, I'd be having the old El Hot Dogs with chicken.
Yeah.
Chicken ones. What is YouTube is now the base entertainment platform for the entire world. If you want exposure more than short form, it's where to go. I
Yeah,
don't know
don't know
much
about-
about that stuff, but I would say that's probably true for sure. Yeah.
I
Sterling,
think
millions
this
of
is where
people
we tapped out.
use Twitch as well since it's much more community oriented with its features. But something as simple as Moto's channel is fine here, etc. Yeah. Yeah. I still don't know how to follow that real well, but I'm reading and listening and trying to learn.
84.
At Moto Bomb,
84.
Virginia, looking like it will be in your neck. Oh yeah, because Mr. B is just a couple hours away from me, if that
Yes,
hour and
too.
a half.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dave.
He's not far from you. So Mum's up in Virginia, right? Oh, Robert doesn't even walk in the room. Obviously doesn't have an umbrella.
And I fish in it, whatever. When it comes out in fishing, man, it's usually like 90 degrees out anyway, and the bite usually turns on right before. And then when it starts raining, it kind of like, it's really weird how it excites fish in ways. Like, how do they think? Like, why can't they get like that a little more often? Why do they turn their nose up at everything? But then, like, something happened and it's just a heyday out there. Like anything you throw, boom. If my feet get wet, the day's over. Yeah, I hate that too.
It's like a swarm of mosquitoes landing on the water, I suppose, and they can,
Yeah.
they can eat the insects. That's probably what reminds them
Yeah.
of the rain.
That's
Well,
kind
no,
of
fish, I don't know.
that's
But I
kind
can
of
understand.
that's kind of an ego thing, right? I'm not calling anybody ego tip, but I mean it generates like inside your ego. You feel good, and when you got that, and you can get through whatever, and you're making your destinations because you bought this ATV bike, and it's made for that kind of stuff. Like when I was on my Harley, and I just get a complete ass downpour, like so bad that you would suck so much water in that type of filter that I have, it would drown the bike out. I would start sputtering and spitting, and then the goal would be like to, ride as safe as you can, not get ran over out on the interstate, and try and find an overhang or a pull-off place, And I mean, that's exhilarating. It's exhilarating. It's kind of fun once in a while, but I don't look forward to it. That's for sure. But it does boost your ego a little bit,
We'll be praying for you, Buck's mom.
in a good way. What did he say? Have to go to a test today?
Yeah,
Sorry, I didn't get to read that. But hot dogs feet. Yeah.
sorry.
No, I was flapping along, man. I have to stay. Yeah.
Well,
Moment of silence.
yes, I had my little prayer for,
Yeah.
just for Sterling, for Buck, for you all.
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
whole
America,
show, man. The whole show.
America. It's,
Good,
I
man.
mean, we are just
That's
bombarded with what's happening in LA, in news. So
I have a feeling, and I just thought about it. I bet, and nothing's been said about it, but that Sterling might, or somebody's been making a good documentation of this whole little journey and trip. And I hope we get to see a little bit of it, what it was like. The whole you going and transferring across. If not, you should be, but then you may have reasons not to if you're not. But whatever it is,
I would say with archiving, you can probably pinpoint the time where it all goes to shite.
I think it's
You
at
know,
least potential fish.
So,
Yeah.
and,
Swarming in the rain. Yeah.
I mean, I might have my language wrong, but yeah, I think
Boost for sure.
it's a pretty brave thing to
Yeah. Or when you're not.
photojournalist your mental breakdown for the whole world to see. That's brave. I mean, I did once consider that the camera on the bars of my bike is my psychologist, and I just keep talking to the camera.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I
That's a big deal.
don't really want the world to see my breakdown. I don't need the world to see my breakdown.
Yeah.
But they're not going to get anything from it. But if the
I don't know.
world sees me on a
Yeah.
positive and
Different
happy-go-lucky,
Different perspectives on that, though, wouldn't you think? Like what you
There
think
is.
about that, what I might think about
Personally.
that, what the person
Personally.
himself may, yeah, you know, could be helpful, it could be harmful, depends upon your mindset, I guess.
personally for me, and the states of depression that I can get into,
Yeah,
I'm not willing to share that with anybody.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
something
yeah.
that I will go
Yeah, if
through.
it's off the chain, I get that.
But I do appreciate the people that do it, and I call them out. I call them out for being extremely brave, because people are nasty. People love
that.
to
People
love to
love
kick
misery,
someone.
man.
They love to kick someone when they're down
Yeah.
because it makes them
Yeah,
not have to use as much force to kick. It's actually harder to encourage someone to be healthy, to seek the treatment, to do the right things.
yeah,
People are
yeah. It's really hard. Really
So
hard.
and kids
Not-
are even worse.
If you don't,
not all people sick are evil buggers.
work for others.
That it seems like tonight's little show's been surrounded with
Yeah.
good, warm-hearted people who genuinely care about each other,
Yeah,
and that's pretty rare, guys. So
yeah. That's how you heal too.
pat yourselves on the back, everybody. All right, I'm over and out. Patting
Yeah.
myself.
Hey, Storm.
Go on.
Thanks for showing up this morning and showing up a little early too, where we got to talk a little bit
Yeah, it's all right.
behind the
Oh,
scenes.
that's 2 days. Okay.
Very awesome. Love you, man.
Anyway, love
All
to
right.
the clamp. Love to the
All right.
clampets. All right, see you guys.
See you, bud.
No way am I the guy that thinks he is the highway. Yeah. Just to clarify. Oh, I know. Some good fun days though. Socially awkward, so I come off as a know-it-all to many. Do I have that back there? There. Can't see it as well
Nope.
anymore. Mr. Know-it-all.
Great.
I know. That's your ego, man. It does think that sometimes. And you don't even realize you're doing that when you're talking and stuff, you know, but my self-importance says I got to get that out. You got to hear this. And if nobody does, I get offended, right? You know, you're like, boy, you got some room to grow there, Dean. Yeah, you do. And that's just how I learn. Is like, and then once you see that, you're like, yeah, you can surrender that bullshit because that's just what it is. Like sharing knowledge with me too. It's exciting, and it comes off as he's know-it-all. Yeah, I understand now more. That's what I do in my motovlogs a lot. I think like share what they call it, experience, strength, and hope at times.
Yeah,
That's all.
that's it. Experience, strength, and hope.
Yeah. And I always try to add that. Not like I know, but I just like this is where what I've experienced. You know, it's like what you were talking about, Derek. The way and what we experience. Sometimes our experience are founded in different things as well too. So they're not always correct, but it's a way to think. I have a great night. Yeah, have a great night. Yeah. To Dave. Oh, she is one of the 10. The one we had up. You had up on your lap there, key fob. Mm-hmm. 1 of 10. Yeah, we got a few more minutes, so I know nothing. That's the best. That's the best thing to claim.
Nope, I don't know anything.
I don't either. I always try to have a little disclaimer. This is just like entertainment purposes only. I also enjoy shutting I've been listening and learning from you guys. Yeah. That's hard to do when you know it all, Derek. I have the same problem. He says, also enjoy shutting the hell up, right? And listening and learning from you all too. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I never enjoy that. But that is the good perspective. Yep. I'd rather be right. It's hard to learn from being wrong, but it is humbling. Derek, we have in this order, Burlog, meme, little. I can't read that stuff.
Life's hard. It's harder when you're stupid.
Those are all fancy words.
Their names, Dean. Their names.
But you can
They're all
say
just
them.
names, man.
They're what?
Their names.
Yeah, I figured that. That doesn't make them any easier to read. I'm a smart ass, ain't I? Like, gosh, what was that? I've like just thought of it, like going, key fob, if you could just reach over it. And I've seen key fob. He's a big man.
Oh, that's a lot
Like,
to
if he
remember.
was right next to me, I'd probably be a whole lot less condescending. I'm trying to use a fancy word too, but no, I know key fobs. We're
They
all
need
much
like
on the.
name tags or
I
something.
got Twiggy.
They need name tags.
Anubis.
So you got Burlog, Mei
Whiskey.
Mei, which is Chinese for little sister. Little bit is our Yorkie, who's in the kennel sick right now.
Yeah.
Cerberus is our big blackmouth cur. Twiggy's our little brindle plot hound. Sabero and Anubis are the two I rescued from the church.
I would.
Siete is the one we got from the gas station 2 years ago. Whiskey, Cerberus, and Twiggy all came from Possum Southern Rescue.
How you doing, Carrie? It's just the ones we know about, yeah. Trying to type from a phone. I don't know what it said. Just want to say, hey, yeah, man, I get that, Rob. No worries, man. I get discouraged trying to be in the chat myself. I'd much rather be up here trying to say something or communicate. Oh, see, we have ways of making you talk. I saw it. Yep, that's what you were talking about earlier. They're sick, right?
Yeah.
Even harder when you're stupid.
Yeah.
It's okay to be stupid.
Yeah.
I've lived with it my whole life.
Yeah.
That's why I developed an ego, was to overcome the truth. That made no sense at all. But the truth of my thoughts of myself, huh? You develop an ego and you carry that along. Maybe you all like that better about me than what I really am. And then there's what I really think about myself. Now I just got a brain freeze on all that, so we'll leave that alone. I'm a huge Egyptian historical nut, so Anubis is awesome. You probably like the SG-1 series. That was pretty cool. There's a lot of those references to all the Egyptian gods, and 10 years of it, 10 seasons. So I take Anubis as a bit obnoxious, maybe dark or something.
Yeah, he's a little darker.
Yeah. You really overslept today? Damn. Yeah. Yep. There they are. I own the entire so do I. And I watch it almost all the time. I probably watched it all the way through many times. I'm still watching it at work. Guy yesterday watched it, says, I'm going to have to start watching this. Yeah, you probably will. Got his first tattoo yesterday. Some upside down triangle. And then stretched on the top a little bit, so it was more like a teepee. And one side was a little thicker, and the other two were the same thickness. Don't know what that means.
Did you ask him?
Nope.
Don't care.
No. I wasn't going to be the first one to ask him, so what's that mean?
Yeah.
I'll let somebody else have it.
Somebody
I don't know
else.
why you didn't- Yeah.
He was probably all bummed why you didn't ask him.
Yeah. Then I opened myself up to dialogue. I have to talk. No, we had a great talk. He was a really cool young kid.
Yeah.
And watching the thing, yeah, he was really grateful. And he was a little, nervous about it, but not overly done.
Yeah. Did he ask if it hurts?
Nope. I explained right off the bat. I knew it was one of those who needed to know that it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay.
Oh man.
Don't like your stock pipe sound, Keith Bob. I like the purr. Yeah, they all can be appreciative. All right, I'll have an excellent day. Got to do reports before 8 a.m. Yeah. Get them done, man. Quick Shoe. Hey, man. How you doing? Babylon 5 fan. Have the original VHS and DVDs and second series DVDs. I was actually watching, what was it? Buffy the Vampire Slayer was actually really good. For me, I enjoyed it anyway. Might be a little bit kiddish or whatever you call it, but it had neat concepts in it, which I really liked and appreciated. Then I watched Angel, which was part of that. And then somebody said, well, if you like those kind of things, you should try SG-1. It's a little more on civilizations and pretty mind-opening concepts in those things. So I really enjoyed that too. Ray, anybody got something to say? I'm just sitting here babbling along. A little too much coffee.
I'm still trying to wake up.
Yeah, it's okay. You can take your time, man. I digged two-finger tattoo. Oh, the skull bones and stuff I did on that guy. Yeah. Yeah, he had the three, the thumb and the two fingers.
Yeah, I like
One
that.
only. That was interesting. I started drawing the other two. He's like, oh, no. He says, we just need the three. I was like, oh, okay. That's cool. I bet a lot of that's missing on his hand now that it's healed up. He was a mechanic, and I think he was in the, which are the worst hands, usually, is they don't take care of them as well because they can't.
Yeah.
The work they do. You can put gloves on and do it, but a lot of times they get skipped but they'll be dried out from solvents and then getting beaten a lot, and the skin is just always thicker.
You're right.
Great. Yeah, it looks great. And then when it heals up and the dry and the thicker skin gets replaced and is gone, so is your tattoo. And you got to have soft ass baby hands for them to go in nice. R1, R7, R6, Ray. Avatar/pick. Did you have one or something that Derek was asking? So I didn't know that 6. I know that is weird.
Yeah.
Even bought some shirts to try to confirm it, but we know that was BS.
Yeah.
Total BS.
Hey guys, Brainy's outside causing trouble in the yard. Well,
Derek, we get along, don't we? That's why. It's nice to have mutual interests on that stuff.
Does that mean you're going out in the yard?
Well,
yeah, I gotta go keep her from making a mess.
over typing. Not at all. Did I type too much? Did I say too much? Yeah. Well, you can yippee. I don't think I can. I think I should drive today. Are you riding or driving? Hopefully you're driving or riding, Sterling. Yeah.
There y'all take care.
Take care, Key-Fob. Thanks, man.
Masseuse. Fob, bye-bye. I didn't even get a chance. Later, y'all. Okay. Thank you for coming by, Fob. I appreciate it. Toga. Hey, man. You've
Hey,
probably
Toga.
probably been here the whole time, but it's been busy multitasking. Hasn't been over 10 degrees here in a few weeks. It sucks.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what temperature that is, but okay.
Well,
30 days till bam.
I can't.
it's up by Superior, but I didn't know it was that cold up there because 10 degrees is freaking freezing.
I know 30 or 50 is hot or something. One or the other. I don't know.
Well, it's not looking like I'm going to get out in the chair today. Stupid rain kills my back, does it? Yeah. And some people get affected by that head to poop probably. Yeah, it was pretty sudden, wasn't it, huh? When the caffeine kicks in.
Oh, shit.
Randy, not Ray. Oh, yeah. Trying to finish the day.
When's
The market is closing out.
this week?
You shopping for your food online now? I
16.
know you're probably talking about a stock market. I don't know. Randy, what looks like a blue Yamaha sport bike. Is that right, Randy? It's been a
Yeah.
while.
Mm.
The R1, 6, or 7 that Randy has. Okay. Oh, right there in that one. Yeah, it is pretty.
Yeah.
It is pretty. I think mine was blue at one time, my R1. I see blue, hints of blue in the older fairings when I had them on.
Do you know what size Randy's is?
Mm-mm.
Neither do I.
50 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, when you say degrees, I just didn't. Yeah, Fahrenheit. I got it.
Wow.
That'd be a little bit way too cold. It's a EM2 all-electric CBR clone. You got to be kidding, really?
No way.
Enjoy your day. Thank you, man.
E-
I almost bought an MT. Yeah, MT-03 might still be for a cute little Street Fighter. Any of those
Like
MTs
that.
are pretty nice.
Look like sick gonna get a lot of heavy rain about 4 o'clock.
Really? Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Every day. Well, I mean, I'm used to it. Every day we get rain here, man.
Yeah. It'd be good for your third bike. Instead of having a sport bike, Ray is one of those like the MTs. They're a little more like upright and
Yeah. I
they
like a
don't,
dirt bike myself.
they don't look like a death trap, and maybe Katie wouldn't know. And then she'd say, "Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
okay." Very manipulative we are, but
Yeah.
I saw a picture of a Hayabusa with key fobs bikes front end fairing.
yeah.
What is that? The Low Rider ST. Rider ST on it and a Saddleman seat. It looked so
Oh yeah.
weird but cool
Nice.
at the same time, and it was all Battleship gray. It looked pretty cool.
I think it's a 65, Mr. B.
Okay, good. You could read it.
Our
Good.
daddy bought that truck new. It's been sitting in the yard for about the last 15 years. He goes out, cranks it up every now and then, but
Yeah.
he give it to Katie, so I got to go get it.
Does this help any? Like, is that bigger to read? I forgot about that. If you guys want that, that would be better.
It's bigger.
Better.
No, it ain't for sale. It's her daddy bought that truck new and just gave it to her, and it's been sitting in the yard for a long time. So
Yeah. Yes, with bars versus clamps, less plastics. Yeah, Street Fighters. Yeah. I also own an '84 Honda Elite. It's a 250 scooter. I barely ever ride it. It's too weird. Good morning,
what's up,
Wheel
man?
Burner. How's the wheel doing today? Wheel goes round and round, round and round, round and round. Yeah. You got connections or whatever with Wheel Burner, Derek? If not, I know I was throwing out links for for everybody.
yeah,
But and Tyke put out a video the other day too. I haven't seen it all. I started it but never finished.
If I get the
Oh, man.
truck over here, I might do a series on it. There ain't no brakes on it. That's the first thing. First thing, we got to wash it.
He's a very interesting. Yeah.
Then we got to get in and do the brakes.
I just never met a stranger. Nope, I just never meet a stranger. Wheel burner of wheels. It's just enjoying his morning coffee. Salute, my brother. It's 10:45. We're going to wrap this down in just a minute. I'm overly nice to just about anyone. Yeah, that's the only way to be, man. Doesn't make it any different. The best you can do. I mean, at times, being nice certainly has its reward. Woo! What the heck was that?
Sorry.
Yeah. What happened? That was a crazy sound. I never heard that before.
Oh,
Blew off my keyboard. There was friggin' dog hair all over.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's
I
fine.
shut the camera off first. I should have probably muted it.
That was fun.
Probably should have muted it.
We all wanted to see that power blow. We missed it. I don't know.
Ugh.
Things are just funny, ain't it? I don't know what it is. Yeah. Hey, Ray. That's
Yeah.
what the awareness content. Bringing the old girl back to life. Yeah.
There's something very, very wrong with us.
People like that. That is great. I think that's why the Vice Grip Garage did so cool. You know, he did impossible things that like us, most of us, like I couldn't do it. Ray could. Ray, you could probably do what Vice Grip Garage does, or pretty close. You know, right? You
Yeah.
got the skills. You just go out and figure out how to make something run and get your butt home. You know,
Yeah.
takes less effort to be nice to somebody than it does to be. Yeah, got that right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, is you take that assholeism with you after you're done displayed it, and then it's like I end up suffering from that. That's why I feel bad. That's why I don't get mad too often at people, you know, because I usually end up carrying the shit behind it.
I try hard not to be an asshole.
No,
It's really difficult sometimes.
yeah. Do it along. You're a little comfortably numb with it, you know. Right, my coffee.
Yeah,
we got something about where is it? Hold on, where the frick is it? You know what's coming, don't you?
the coffee. You're allowed a certain amount. That's why you're allowed a certain amount of cockroaches in your coffee because
God!
cockroaches are drawn to coffee beans and
Yeah.
ground in.
Yeah. Every all
Wow.
the food has got a certain amount of. It's like peanut butter. Peanut butter got
Thanks.
all kinds of crap in it. That's what them little specks of peanut butter is.
Sorry, Moto.
I've never heard of a bigger buzzkill for the coffee show than Sick Bastard just threw out there right now.
Well, when they grind the coffee, they grind everything that's in the coffee.
Oh my god.
Ground up, you'll never see it. You know.
Yes.
If you want to go on a good diet, go watch some of these food channels, how they make this stuff. Oh, you're freaking me out for a minute. I'm like, what button did I hit?
What button did I hit?
Damn.
Live.
Oh, that was the
That's
best.
not fair. That
That's
looks too good.
Terrible, dude.
He said I didn't miss a thing or
So
power
serious.
blow.
I'm so serious. Like, why so serious? Very serious.
Oh, yeah, you get those when you go to the eye doctor too. That big puff of poof in your eye. You're not supposed to flinch.
I was over here doing something else. I happened to look back like,
Whoa,
huh?
What happened? Where did I go? Yeah.
damn.
Oh, mercy.
It's an out of body experience, Mr. Gregory.
Yeah.
Yeah, so by nature, but at least these days. Yeah, but you make it kind of entertaining and fun, you know, wheel burner. It's an attraction. It's good.
Yeah, I try to be a nice asshole.
Extra roach protein, I know. 150 parts per million USDA's regulated bug piece for peanut butter here in the USA at this current time. Man, that's some knowledge there, man. I'd have never known that. I didn't even know that was like, I didn't think about it. I'm sure it's,
Wheelburner knows
now
that some
I look
people
for whole bean.
Wheelburner knows that some people can turn up that dial and some people can just leave it alone.
Yeah. Yeah, leave that one alone because
Yeah.
you know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Toast and drinking coffee in the morning. You're probably ingesting a teaspoon of bugs as well. Yeah.
Yum.
I even got to wipe mine off in the cupboard. Just like I'll just do an imaginary wipe on my shirt quick before my spoon, just in case a bug crossed over it during the night. Because
Yeah.
sometimes you get those water
I'm
bugs.
I'm not a fan of bugs. I especially palmettos. I hate those damn things. Those things,
Yeah.
I don't know how they get in the house, but some of them are huge.
Yeah, I even plug my drains sometimes. Try to remember because they'll come up they're in the sewers all the time. They'll
I
climb
think they
right up
come up through the sewer. I think that's what they do. They come up through the friggin' drains.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they go through the bat cave.
Yeah.
All right. Did I have anything else? I don't think so. I think that's about it.
Take care.
Oh, want to see another burnout? He almost went into that car.
Yeah.
He had to let off on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, that was something.
Could have been an oopsie.
Yeah, that's my friend Adam. Love him to
Yeah,
pieces,
Adam.
man.
He's a great dude.
Yeah. How do you get him back on here?
Yeah, man. I thought he was gonna start making videos and
Yeah.
stuff. And
I made new
and
cover.
stuff and hook up.
Oh yeah.
Learn
I
about.
thought so. I don't know what's up with that. He's got his own thing going on. No, he's
I'm sure he's busy. Life.
he
Life.
really is. He does motorcycles for real. But yeah, I made the new cover thing and stuff. There's look. How do you like the key
Cool.
fob and got Brainy at both together? That's when I did that with. Yeah, I just uploaded a few things. I know that's probably more popular than my boring stuff.
Wee.
And
Sweet.
let's see. All right. I don't think I have anything else to share along. Let's get out of here. I got to roll, you guys.
All right, everybody. Thanks.
All right.
All right. We'll see y'all tomorrow, maybe.
Thanks, everybody, for contributing. Bye. Yeah, so thank you, everyone, for having a wonderful coffee with me, man. It is much greatly appreciated. I think we started the day off right. So, just we'll love on your peeps. Tell your friends you love them. Tell your family you love them. And just go out, have the best day you can. Spread it out there. We'll see you again soon. Bye.